Let's be real, Samsung hasn't exactly been pushing the envelope when it comes to camera upgrades on its base and Plus Galaxy S models lately. In fact, the company's been rolling with the same old ISOCELL GN3 sensor since the Galaxy S23 dropped. But hey, things might actually start looking up with the Galaxy S26 next year. Sure, it's still early days and nothing's set in stone just yet, but thanks to a fresh leak from the folks over at Galaxy Club, we've got a little something to get excited about. Word is, the base Galaxy S26 will pack a new wide camera sensor, finally. Now before you get too hyped, it's still going to be a 50-megapixel sensor, just like the GN3. But here's the interesting bit, this isn't the same sensor. Even with the same resolution, this one's apparently different, possibly better. Maybe we're looking at improved light handling, sharper detail, or just all-around better image processing. We'll have to wait and see. Details are still pretty scarce, but it looks like the new sensor will be part of Samsung's ISOCELL GN family. Could be a totally new, not yet announced part. That'd be cool. And if Samsung sticks to its usual formula, we can probably expect the same camera upgrade for the Galaxy S26 Plus 2, if the Plus model even survives till then. Yeah, that old rumor about Samsung killing off the Plus variant, it's back again. This time, people are saying it might get replaced by something called the Galaxy S26 Edge. If that happens, this fancy new 50-megapixel sensor might only be in the base S26. Guess we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. One way or another, though, it sounds like Samsung is finally ready to ditch the aging GN3 sensor, at least for the base model. More details are bound to leak in the coming months, but we should get the full scoop when Samsung unveils the S26 lineup early next year. Meanwhile, onto the Ultra side. We have some big leaks, big chips, and big questions. If you're eyeing the Galaxy S26 Ultra, here's some good news. You're getting Qualcomm's best chip everywhere. That's right, the S26 Ultra will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 successor, called the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2 across the globe. But wait, there's more chip drama. You know how Samsung has this on-again, off-again relationship with its in-house Exynos chips. Well, Exynos is back, again, this time with the Exynos 2600, and it's rumored to power the global versions of the Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus, or S26 Edge, if that ends up being a thing. The US, Japan, South Korea, and China models. All Snapdragon, as usual. But here's a twist. Unlike in 2024, there won't be a special for Galaxy Snapdragon version this time. That's because Samsung's version, built on their own SF2 node, won't be ready until the second half of 2026. It's supposed to show up in the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and Flip 8 instead. So what's the big deal with this chip switch-up? Well, it all comes down to manufacturing. The regular Snapdragon 8 Elite 2 is made by TSMC, Taiwan, while the future for Galaxy version will be made by Samsung Foundry. And these chips, while technically the same in name, are built differently. Also, cost matters. TSMC's cutting-edge 3nm wafers and prices are likely heading even higher. So if Qualcomm and Samsung can save some cash with Samsung's SF2 process, you better believe they'll take that route when the tech's ready. If all this pans out, we're looking at the first Galaxy lineup to launch with 3 different chipsets. That's wild. So, what do you think about Samsung's game plan for the Galaxy S26 series? Is the new 50-megapixel camera upgrade enough to get you excited? Does the chip strategy make sense, or is it just confusing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, stay tuned and take care.